Hello Year 1 and welcome to your first science lesson for this week. And this week we are going to be looking at plants. So I'm just going to share my screen to show you what we will be doing today. So today is Monday the 1st of March and we are going to be looking at how do brilliant scientists identify parts of a plant. So we're going to have a bit of a warm-up. We'll say what we're going to be doing this week. And then we will look at parts of a plant and what the different features are called. And then we're going to go on a bit of a scavenger hunt to find some plants. And then we'll finish off by drawing these in our books. So what do you need today? You'll need a pencil, you will need a notebook or paper, and you will need your science brains. So, this week we are going to be brilliant scientists and learn about plants. We will learn what a botanist is. We will identify parts of a plant. We will investigate the functions of a plant. We will explore different leaves and we will identify different trees. So what I'd like you to do first is I would like you to pause the video. And if you've got someone next to you or someone in the room with you, have a little chat with them. What names of plants do you know? Do you know any names of plants? Just for about a minute or so, just see how many different plants you can come up with. Okay, so maybe you've thought of some of these. So we have a sunflower there, we've got a rose, we've got daisies there, we've got a cactus. Remember, plants aren't always just like this, these flowers. They can be trees as well, they can be bushes, but we'll talk a bit more about that in a minute. So, to start the week, we are going to talk briefly about what is a botanist. Now, you might have heard that word before, or you might be thinking, I've never heard of that word before. Well, a botanist is a scientist who studies plants. And one famous botanist is a man called David Douglas. Now, he named a tree after himself in 1827, and he called it the Douglas fir, because that was the tree he discovered. And he also discovered other pine trees and fir trees as well. Okay, so he's a botanist. He is someone who studies plants. And we're going to be doing that this week. So, let's start off by looking at parts of a plant. Now, when scientists study plants, they look at the different parts. And today we are going to look at 4 parts, okay? So we're going to look at the roots, the stem, the leaves, and the petals. Now, you might have heard of some of these. You might have heard of all of these. Okay, so we are going to have a look at what each one is and what they do. So we have our roots here. Can you see those dangly bits there? We have our stem. That's this long bit of the plant there. We have our leaf, our leaves. And we've got our petal there. So that's this lovely colourful bit. Okay? So, see it a bit more clearly there. So, plants have all these things, but what is the function of them? What is the job that they do? So, we have petals, stems, leaves, and roots. What is their jobs? So I'm just going to play a little video now. Just going to stop sharing my screen so I can play it. We'll have a look at the jobs of these plants.
I'm busy.
Aunt Ivy, I've brought you another... Stop! What are you doing?
I'm getting rid of all the ugly bits I don't need. These hands don't have fingers. You can't even see these little toes. They're hidden in the ground. And this neck, way too long.
No, you can't just keep all the pretty bits. It's like, a human body. All the bits are needed and have their own function. That means the job that they do. If we didn't have bones, we wouldn't be able to hold our heads up. If you didn't have a stomach, you wouldn't be able to break down food. And if you didn't have lungs, you wouldn't be able to breathe.
That's not true. Well, I've never seen a plant breathe or eat, and they definitely don't have bones. I don't think.
Their parts all have functions. What do you think a stem does?
Well, that's easy. It's to see above the rest of the flowers, of course.
No, the stem supports the plant and transports water and nutrients.
Nutrients?
Food.
Ah, gotcha.
All around the plant, okay? What about the leaves?
Oh, that's easy. It's for waving at its friends.
No, the leaves help the plant make food for itself.
Greedy.
And the roots?
Well, they don't do anything. They just make a mess.
The roots keep the plant in the ground and absorb water and nutrients. They're like, straws. They suck up all the bits they need from the soil.
But the flower's the only bit I like, because it's got pretty colours and it smells nice.
Finally, you got close. But there's much more to it than that.
Well, why does the flower have to look pretty?
The flower has to look pretty and smell nice so that bees can come and visit them.
Aw, thanks for explaining that to me.
So, here's a plant I was bringing you.
Thank you. I promise I will take much better care of it.
Okay, so let me go back to our presentation. So, hopefully that will explain a bit more about some of the functions of plants, okay? So let's have a quick recap of what the video was saying. So, it talked about the roots of a plant. So roots absorb minerals and water from the soil, and they help the plant stay upright, okay? So there's our roots there. The stem transports water around the plant. It also holds the plant upright so it can get more sunlight. The leaf makes food for the plant from carbon dioxide in the air and sunlight. Okay, so there's our leaves there. And the petal. So petals attract insects to the plant, and plants need insects to bring pollen they have collected so they can make seeds. Okay, so all these parts of the plant are very important. So now we're going to move on to the tasks for today. So I would like you to go outside and see if you can find any plants. Okay, you can take a picture of these plants if you want, or you can try and remember the ones you see. So if you're doing the green task, I want you to go outside and explore the plants you see. And when you're back, draw the plant in your book and label the parts. So roots, stem, leaves, and petal. If you're doing the yellow task, I want you to go outside and explore the plants you see. And when you are back, draw the plant in your book and label the parts. Can you name any of the plants you found? And if you're doing the red challenge, again, go outside and explore the plants you see. When you are back, draw the plant in your book and label the parts. And I want you to write the functions of the plant. So if you are labeling the roots, I want you to tell me what the roots do. If you're labeling the leaves, you could say the leaves make food for the plant. Okay, so pick your colour and have a good go. So in your book, it would look something like this. So you'd have your plant drawing there, and then you'd have your labels there. Depending on what colour you are doing, you might have some more writing underneath there. So once you have drawn and labelled your plants, take a picture of your work for your teacher, and you can send it on Tapestry, class email, and you can even pop it on Facebook. And tomorrow we will be looking at seeds and what seeds can grow into. So look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and I hope you enjoy your activity on plants. See you tomorrow, Year 1.